Alright, so here we are, Battle of Cumberland. I think this actually is Antietam by the looks of it. Yep, this is the battlefield of Sharpsburg. They already have the Nicodemus Heights and they have the hill, whatever that hill that is. North Woods. Wow, it's dark. That's 227. Wow. So this is Antietam Hill. I've actually never fought a battle on the Antietam map. I think I've done a skirmish through Antietam, or through Sharpsburg, technically speaking. Those hills are going to be... I mean, they're not like it's not like it's an unobstructed field of view. Like, this is the best hill they have, but I'm not going to attack straight from this direction. Like, I'd be a fool to do that. Of course, that's assuming that they just stay back there. There's some good land to attack from here. Probably going to deploy to the east of Sharpsburg, more or less, and kind of try to come up the hill this way and flank him as I'm able to, because, again, I might be outnumbered by like a couple thousand, perhaps, but I definitely don't have any concerns about having better tactics. Although it is the AI, so that's not actually a guarantee. And I do only have 3 full brigades, but they have no more than that, probably, as well. So I don't have to worry as much about numerical differences, especially with troops like Hill's brigade. His Enfields could definitely play a pivotal role in the battle. Cavalry, unlike the last battle, we actually have not 1 but 2 regiments of cavalry, so scouting will be on our side this time. I have 15 guns in total. Boy, it is so dark. I'm surprised we're starting the battle at 2:27 in the morning. Like, that's way too early. I don't know of many battles that started that early, but that is what it is. Alrighty, let's see what we want to do. I definitely have to have Sibley go up first, but let's just go ahead and play it, and let's see what happens when I have Johnston move his troops up. Let's say to about here. Perfect. I'm very curious to see what order the troops go in. Like, my thought process would be that, cavalry would go first, just by nature of what it is. But I'm still learning this game too, by the by. If it wasn't already obvious, I'm still learning the game, and I'm happy to find new things and tips and little experiences. Fun stuff. This is going to be the first battle for every single unit in this. Oh, it's the first battle for the Army of the Shenandoah in general. So, let's see who moves first. Looks like the cavalry just gets right of way, as it should. Let's see what we got. Very curious to see where the Yanks decide to deploy. I'm also going to guess that they have like maximum entrenchment kind of stuff, which means as soon as I find out where they are, then we know where not to attack. We'll just go around. There's no way they have enough brigades to completely block this section off. There's just... it's not possible. Uh-oh, the cavalry, you were supposed to be in front. Hill, slow down. Hill, let the cavalry go first. You're gonna get stompled. Or not stompled, trampled. Stompled. What kind of a word is that? Alright, here we go. Wow, apparently Johnston leads from the front indeed, leading up there with the cavalry. Alright, let's speed this thing along a little more. Ah, wonderful. Both cavalry regiments are now present. Ah, the good old Dunca Church. Yeah, I'm curious to see just how far up they are from this objective. Ah, the sunken road. Ah, some very classic, not classic, pardon me, some very famous parts of the Antietam battlefield. There we go. Still no Yankees yet, but it's still rather early in the day for Yankees. They need to give a little bit of time. Give them a little time to wake up. Although I think I will have Sibley move over this way. Kind of want to see what's over closer to the Nicodemus Hill. And Tillman, I need you to move moving up. probably to just head out to the road for right now. I need to be able to, I need eyes so that I can make a smart deployment. Still no Yankees yet. Oh, there they are. They really are. They just entrenching on the hill? On Nicodemus? Yes, they are. The answer to that question, yes, they are. They are focused on Nicodemus Hill. Alright. Sibley, what? Oh, we lost visual on some of these. What was giving us visual? Wasn't you, was it? It actually might have been. You probably gave a slight line of sight bonus. Let's see. Sibley. Have you move up this way. Tillman. I'm gonna have you move up to Middlecoff. Because I need more visual, and the hill only gets taller up here. So these look like really small brigades. Like there's a lot of them. But they're not all like 3,000 brigade strength, which means if I take them on one at a time instead of all at the same time, I will knock out those smaller brigades rather quickly. Let's see, so how do I want to crack this nut? It's not that hard of a nut. It looks like it's just, again, but like I said, I knew exactly wherever they set up defenses, that's where we're not going. Honestly, if I could, like, attack from this direction, from their rear, that would be great. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that concealed, however. So, let's see. Unfortunately, I also do need to detach my 2 cavalry regiments. Otherwise, when I tell Johnston to move his troops up to here, the cavalry are going to go, oh yeah, us too, right? Right? You're sending us too, right? It's like, no, no. So, looks like they have 3 batteries of artillery, but they're all the tiniest sizes. So, I think we have 1 concentrated, isn't that Pendleton? 9 guns, which is pretty big. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and see what we got. I think it was too soon from the previous order for them to get the detached order. They Sibley it was. It's still 3:46. I don't even know who would be out on the battlefield at this hour. Like, you need your sleep. People gotta sleep, man. It's too early for this stuff. Are you just? Yes, you are detached. Excellent. So that one's done. Sibley should be detached again momentarily. Because I'm probably going to do the exact same thing with my infantry, is just send them up the side and then slowly move on them in this direction. I could post artillery up over here, but that's... I won't know whether or not my artillery will fit into the battlefield much until it's closer to the time of battle. Sibley still has not yet received his detach order yet. Where is the courier? I would love to know. Johnston, you have sent a courier, right? It'd be funny if he was like going this direction, right through the Yankee lines to say, hey, you know, don't be a part of that army. There we go. Alright, he's done. Johnston, let's get your boys up here. That's not quite where I wanted the artillery, but I guess that works. I said, don't do that. I did not give the order. Why are you moving? I did not confirm that order. Darg. They don't even have anybody up there. Oh yeah, the whole point was to move up this way. In fact, actually, I need to... Dang it, I wish the artillery was on the ends. It nearly is always on the ends. Oh well. I'll probably just have to micro it when I get up here. But I'd rather the artillery not start in the forest, because that's just going to make any other move difficult. Although I see that pattern they're doing again. No, they're not. Never mind. That's different from last time. Alright, let's get everyone moving. Hopefully they don't get too wise to us. But again, as soon as they get any sort of motion, they're going to completely just lose it and go, ah! Redeploy, redeploy! Yeah, defenses are great. But they can be a major weakness too, because if you rely on them, your enemy, all your opponent has to do is just walk around them. That's what Grant did towards the end of the war. It's just, they put up defenses, he'd walk around them. They'd set up more defenses, he'd walk around them. It's just, you can't. A defensive strategy does not win wars. Patton was definitely onto something about that. They still don't know we're here? Wow. Man. This is a surprise to be sure, but a welcome one. Yeah, Cavalry's eyes is very nice. So we'll have Hampton, Greg, and Hill. Boys gonna be the scouts. That'll be fine. But I'm not gonna move up until my army's ready to go. Because again, as soon as they see infantry on their left flank, they're gonna lose it and they're gonna redeploy. And I wanna make sure that if I can, I'd like to hit this one a little quicker than I hit the battle, started the battle over in Tennessee or in Kentucky with Johnston. Ironic because we have Johnston over here as well. Irony, interesting. Last time we were fighting through we had to slog through a forest to get to them, which took forever. We do not have to do that this time. There's a couple bits of foliage in our way, but it's not going to be a major hindrance. Alright, is everyone at least... I need to make sure everyone's cohesion is solid. Like, I need it to be good, because we're going to be marching through the underbrush. So you need to be on your game. While everyone's recovers, I gotta figure out where I want to, like, make my first line. First Brigade, 1300. Those are small brigades. I want to utilize my artillery. I feel like I'm going to have it integrated. I don't see anywhere else that would be really useful. One thing I just realized that I haven't seen much of is cavalry. They have one. It looks like they have Reynolds, but even that's a small cavalry brigade. Regiment. It's only 450. Alright, how's everyone doing? Ready to go? Almost. Hill, I need you to be at full strength. I need you to be at your best, because you're going to be the best in this battle. The most pressure is going to be on you. So I cannot have you breaking on me. I don't like waiting, but good things come to him who waits, especially when you have Enfield muskets. Everyone else is fine, or intact at least. You know what, it looks like everyone's cohesion's not getting any better or worse, so that's good enough for me. Let's begin the move. So if we were to move up there, not really great terrain. And they get a hill up there too. I think one thing I could do is move up most of the way just to see how they react, because that could be actually worth a lot. Also, getting the batteries up into the woods could be really useful, because if at the very cusp of these woods, they will still have a good ring of, what's it called? Radius of fire? Something like that? No, come on, just a little further. Come on. Alright, pause. Okay. There we go. Boom. Let the battle begin. What's wrong with your horse? Oh, your horses just made a bunch of baby horses, and that's how horses are born. Not quite sure yet what my cavalry will play in terms of a part of this fight. At the very least, they've done a heckin' good job of scouting. I know a lot more about where they are, although I could even try to learn more by moving my cavalry behind. but I don't know if that's really necessary at this point. No, I want my cavalry to be actually kind of supporting my infantry, because they get a nice morale boost because of that. Because there's cavalry behind them. Alrighty. The boys are off. How many infantry regiments have I detected so far? Because there should be about 9 to 10,000 of them. 2,000, 3,000, 5,000 or so. Another 8,000. That's actually them right there. We see all 5 of their infantry brigades. So they have 5 individual brigades, it means, excluding skirmishers. I only have 3. But I do have good troops. And by that I mean I'm commanding them, which means anything. I think the one advantage, though, I undisputedly do have is range. Unless they all have Springfields. My Enfield muskets, rifle muskets, pardon me, should be capable of cutting them down. Also, tactics. Getting right next to them with all my units instead of one at a time. I could knock these guys out really quickly. First Brigade is already a tiny division, or a tiny brigade as it is. It's also fresh. Stupid fresh. How do they still not see me? Here we go. I was wondering. I was like, there's no way they don't see me. That's because they did see me. Hampton. Let's see. Did they start moving? Yep, there they goes. I told you. Suddenly everyone starts panicking. Ah, they flanked us again. How? How inconsiderate. I'm going to have Hampton send some scouts while everyone else arrives on the battlefield so that we don't get complacent. They just reformed the entire brigade. They're like, screw the skirmisher. Alright. Speaking of skirmishers, we're going to send... Oh, nope, and they brought him back out again. Like, nah, actually, that sounds like a good idea. They are still holding to their... They're just moving both of their batteries of artillery and 1 infantry. They're still keeping these 2 guys here. Oh gosh. I need to make them sorry for that mistake. But I also want to make sure that I attack at a time that's useful. I don't want to let the cat out of the bag just yet. Although I do want Greg's boys to be moving up a little further, I think. Just start that process. Hill, as soon as your boys get here, I'm going to have your infield. In fact, actually, I'm just going to have them go right now. I'm going to take your detachment. I want you guys to start ranging the artillery. That's up there. I want you to start knocking it out. Excellent. Northwoods are ours. These batteries are slowly getting in place. Although I am going to have you guys try to get there a little faster. I know your cohesion is good. You're well rested, so let's try to get you guys going a little faster. And I did change the audio. Tried to lower the amount of sound, so we'll see how much that was and if it was sufficient. Johnson, I do want you up here with the main army. Excellent! Our artillery can see them. And they're falling back from their best, strongest... This hill is their best chance. Just because of the sheer slope. If they were able to, like, you know, build up a defense line along this would be tough to traverse up. But they're Yankees, and they're predictable. Hills Brigade. I feel like we're sending you guys... They're not even trying to move up against me yet, so... I think we should take advantage of the situation. If they're not going to defend their hill, we're going to make them sorry that they didn't. They're still falling back from it. Wow. So, let's utilize some some function though that I do know I have. Let's have. Ooh, I don't know if I want you taking the road there, Hill. Oh, it's too late now. Hampton. I want you to move up there. Oh, let's see. Yeah, the problem with this though is that I want Hill to be kind of more on the flank. Well, that's a steep drop in terms of hill size. Not AP hill, obviously, but, you know, the hill size. If anything, I actually kind of want Hampton and Greg going up that way, and then... Nah, that's fine. Let's just stick with the plan. Let's stick with what we have currently. Hill's skirmishers alone could be valuable. Of just, again, the flanking capabilities. Oh, here comes everyone. I think they finally realized there's a major threat on their line. Greg, are you not going to move? Or did I not tell you to move? I probably just didn't tell you to move. Alright, your tactics confuse and frighten me, sir. Hampton, what are you doing? I cannot tell what this regiment is. They're hunkering down, which means I can sneak just a little bit closer. Because they have less range now. Alright, so they're moving up there. Yeah. It's like I don't want Hill's range to be negated because of this hill. I'm worried that he won't be able to see them until he crests over it, which at that point his range advantage is just completely nullified. I could have him go up this way. I do have Hampton, and I still have Greg as well. So I could do that and make Hill my make Hill the flanking brigade, even though that's not really his job or what I've intended him to be. I feel like it's a role that with his long-range muskets might be better suited for him. In fact, actually, let's find out if his skirmishers can skirmish. Yeah, they were rushing those guys to get there. Greg, I need you to get into the forest as you're able to. I don't want them to be having the forest monopoly. Hell, I told you to stop. Yeah, you know what? Might as well start firing at them. You have good, accurate guns anyway. Let's try to get rid of these skirmishers quickly. Meanwhile, you guys can start targeting the cavalry. Alright, things are going to get disorganized really quickly if I keep this up. But I do still have the numerical. We do have an artillery. They've dedicated all of their infantry, it looks like, to this other direction. So let's have Sibley. Let's have him move. Yeah, let's see what happens if we move him over here. See kind of what flank maneuvers we can pull. Can't tell if we're doing anything, or if Hill's even hitting anything. Part of me thinks he's not likely hitting anything. Why are you guys stop firing? now we're having that problem again, where for whatever reason, just no one moves up. Just like they want to move up, but they just decide not to. And it's probably something I'm doing wrong, but I have a hard time figuring out what it is. And we don't seem to be actually... Oh, inflicting morale damage, it looks like, if anything. Yeah, the one downside to this is we're going to go right over the cliff and we're going to go right into the face of all those Yanks. But their left flank is completely in the air. I do mean completely in the air. I guess the crossroads currently is, do I have Hill stay here and then flank around, or do I have Hill flank around this direction instead? Part of me thinks I should flank this direction instead. I'm protected from the artillery. And although I might get a height advantage up here, I lose my range advantage. Can go ahead and start firing. Who are you guys, Greg? Alright, why are you taking so many casualties, Greg? What are you doing? You just lost 87 men for no reason. Hampton's Legion, I need you guys to fall up, please. Oh, Hill, your skirmishers are going to be annoying. I don't know what this bug is, but it's so annoying. Or, again, it could easily be my own dang fault. I wouldn't know. What do you guys idle for? Okay, I do need you guys to move a little faster. Great. I can't even tell what you're firing at. You know what? Hampton, I'm going to have you move up a little. I just need you to be kind of putting some pressure onto them. Because poor Greg is not having a good day. Taking a lot of fire, and he's not giving much back. Oh my gosh, that's not good. We're not even halfway through yet, and we're already losing dudes. Also, Hill, what are you guys doing? I expected them to be moving faster than that, but I guess I expected the wrong things. Well, this is a problem. Where are you? Oh, this is the UI problem I have with sometimes. Johnston, I need you closer than this. So, this line's going to break because Greg just has taken too much fire and has not dealt out hardly anything. That is very sad to see. That assault, the plan I had, did not succeed. Did not succeed. So, Hill is determined to just take massive amounts of enfilade fire. I'm probably pathed him wrong, but that's where I did hit the control button to help kind of give him a path. That was probably my fault then. You're firing. I'm probably going to have you move your guys up to this little section here then and just pretty much try to canister. Well, yeah, no, I need to be careful with how I place my guns. I don't want to lose my artillery too. That would be not helpful. for now, I'm going to move you up here. Hill, I need you to stop. Oh, stop, stop, stop. Alright, Greg, is it even possible for me to do a controlled withdrawal? Because again, they're not happy that they've taken 279 casualties. I don't know what that considers severe casualties. I don't think that's pretty severe, but that's obviously just me. But, oh well. Let's get some action in with the cavalry, try to knock out one of the guns to give them something else to think about. Hill, I told you to stop. Stop, what are you doing? Finally stopped. Alright. This is not going well for me. I am not handling this battle very well. Although casualties are pretty similar, but in terms of, like, ground placement, they still have one full brigade in reserve, and these three are kicking my butt. Oh well. So, Hill, move up that way, please. Greg, I'm pretty confident that if I have you guys withdraw, you're just going to shatter. Because that tends to be what happens even with an orderly retreat. But there's a chance you might come back. Not a good chance. But maybe once Johnston comes, you'll have a little more fight in you, and at least until Hill and the artillery get in position. We are knocking out that first brigade. In the process, at least. Over here, artillery. Well, cavalry's engaged the artillery. That'll also maybe just... Wow, nope, he just straight up panicked. Well done. Well done. Also, Hill, that's not where I told you to go. I could have sworn I had you move to, like, a better location. Like that. Wow. It's like the arrival of Johnston made them panic. Like, oh, crap. Let's run away. No, guys, that's the opposite. You're supposed to do the opposite thing. Alright, where's the artillery at? Oh, you need to be limbering, boys. You can't be unlimbered like that. I need you guys up there now. Oh, it looks like we didn't even knock out the battery. I don't know how we managed to not do that. That's pretty confusing to me. But oh well. Johnston, let's have you not stand right in front of the guys who are shooting. What happened to your guys' range? That can't be your range. That cannot be your range. Here's the artillery. Okay, how are you guys not able to fire? You're engaged, but you're not firing. Could you, like, I don't know, fire maybe? No? Nope, something made him, something spooked him. Yep, they are moving on us. Well, it looks like Greg got his guys to stop running, which is not saying a ton, but alright, Hill, it's gonna be mano a mano, you versus another Yankee boys. Although you're about to get support from the artillery guns. No, what are you doing? No. What are you doing? Why are you facing that way? It's because I told you to, isn't it? Alright, unlimber. Get these guns up. Nice. Here comes the 1st Brigade. Alright guys, get ready for some canister. Ooh boy, they are charging him without... Oh, that was nice. That was a bunch of shrapnel on their faces. Bunch of canister. And they tried to scare off Hampton, but they did not succeed this first time. Oh, Pembleton, what are you doing? Although he just lost a bunch of men. Yeah, please turn off initiative. Boy, Hill is giving him his best. So, Greg, when can we expect your boys back? These guys are going to start flanking me, and that's when the fun's going to be over. Nope, we knocked out one of them. But they have another one coming up right behind them. Oh man. See, that's those first fight jitters that really can bite you in the butt. You know. Also, where are you taking so much damage from? Is it their artillery? Must be. Man, Pendleton's gonna use his guns. You're at least firing, but wow, I didn't expect our guns to be taking so much damage. I don't think I have enough cavalry to make these guys run or break them. I mean, Hampton's doing a darn good job. He actually looks like he may have just turned them. Boy, their artillery's messing me up. Sibley, I needed to kill those guys. Now, let's have you guys try to charge, because they are breaking. We'll see. Oh gosh. Alright, let's see what happens here. Nope, we lost. Oh well. For the shot. Bummer. Unfortunate. Man, losing Greg that early on was just problematic. I should not have replaced him. This guy clearly does not know how to handle an army. I mean, even Hill and Hampton especially were like, you know, despite being under artillery fire and taking more casualties, they held their own. And Greg's guys just, despite being in cover too, it just decided they couldn't handle it. Alright, well, I guess we just gotta start falling back. Unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. So, unfortunately, that was our first actual military defeat. The first one, that one did not count. Poor Hardy. But, unfortunately, definitely did not succeed in this endeavor, but we still have Lee over to the east. And, it was a good experience at the very least, and we ended up giving as good as we got. They ended up taking more casualties than we did. So, it's definitely not a victory, but it's also not the worst defeat I've ever seen. Lee still has 31,000, although he's now fighting alone. I don't think the army of the Shenandoah could... Yeah, they probably could if they fought him. But Lee does have 31,000 troops. He does still have... he's got 2 main divisions under Longstreet and Anderson. And yes, I am finally in the game. I'm in the reserve division, though. Colonel Jacob A. Griswold. I'm just holding the reserve units of Armistead and Loring for Longstreet and Anderson to take the fight and hopefully win the day. I also brought in a Brigadier General for all of the artillery that we have. I'm going to try that out to see if that is more effective than this, because both were used in the Civil War. But anyway, that's what we're going to call it for this episode. Not the most thrilling of episodes for sure. Definitely an interesting experience to lose a fight. But if you guys see or can think of anything that I could have done differently, please let me know. I'd be very curious to hear any takes or advice on things I could have done differently that may have resulted in a different and a better outcome. But until then, this is going to be it for this episode. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.